While the Ukraine issue remains a hotly contested one at the G20 meeting, things seem to be heating up on the war front. Russian President Vladimir Putin has called an emergency meeting of the Security Council after a Kiev-aligned group reportedly took at least 6 people hostage in the Briansk region bordering Ukraine. Calling it a terrorist attack, Moscow says it was deploying security services and the military to destroy this group. The Russian president is being constantly updated, we are told. The Federal Security Service, in a statement to Russian news agencies, has said its own forces and the army are trying to liquidate what it described as an armed group of Ukrainian nationalists who had been infiltrated. Amidst the fog of war, claims and counterclaims continue to come from both sides, and it's hard to independently verify these statements. Stressing that this is a classic deliberate provocation from the invader, advisor to the Ukrainian president in a statement said Russia wants to scare its people to justify the attack on another country and the growing poverty after the year of war. While the details remain unclear, the Ukrainian military has denied any involvement and says it has no idea about events in Briansk. On the other hand, Briansk governor has alleged that saboteurs fired at a moving car, and as a result of the attack, one resident was killed and a 10-year-old child was wounded. For more on this story, we're now joined by our correspondent Anas Malik. He joins us from Warsaw, the Polish capital, and is keeping a close eye on developments in Ukraine. Anas, just what's going on here? Russian claims of hostages being taken by a Kiev-aligned group. They're calling it a terror attack. What seems to be happening there? Of course, Ukraine seems to think this could be yet another excuse being used by Vladimir Putin to mount a fresh offensive.
Well, Neha, there are claims and then there are counter-claims. The claim from the Russian side is that this is a Ukrainian nationalist group that has allegedly crossed the border. It consists of roughly about 50 Ukrainian nationalists, and it has taken hostages. That's what the Russian side alleges or claims. The counterclaim is that this is all hoax. The Ukrainian side has denied it, the presidential advisor has denied it, the Ukrainian military has denied it, and they say that this is all Russia seeking a pretext to escalate the situation. Now, this comes in the backdrop of those drone attacks or alleged drone attacks or suspected drone attacks that had been happening in and around Russia, or in and around Moscow to be precise. Just 2 days back, we saw 6 of them happening, and the Ukrainian side would see this, that this is all in all a false flag. This is what the Ukrainian side would want to see it, that this might just be a false flag on the part of the Russian side to escalate the situation and to intensify the ongoing assault on Kyiv from the Russian side.
Right. Also, what more do we know about this emergency meeting that Putin has called of Russia's National Security Council? We are told that he's being given minute-to-minute updates.
Well, it is a source of concern for the Russian side in case if this hostage situation, as it's being claimed, has happened, because some people crossing over, or 50 odd men crossing over. We saw that video also emerging, claiming to be Ukrainian nationalists. They crossing over and taking people hostages. That is a cause of concern, and that is the reason that the Russian President Vladimir Putin has summoned that emergency council meeting to take a stock of the situation, A, and B, to keep to be updated on the situation on the ground, so that in case if any drastic measures have to be taken to secure the release of those hostages, be that be going on an all-out assault with the special operations forces or something of that sort. That is the reason this emergency meeting has been convened, so that he can take his advisors on board and have a listen to their thoughts, and then proceed in light of what is recommended in that very meeting. Neha?
All right. We'll leave it at that, but certainly this is a story we'll track closely with you, Anas. Thanks for those details.